Ukraine, peace, and money. I have, again, pretty skeptical of the entire Ukraine-Russia conflict from the get-go and the narratives that have been pushed upon us by the military-industrial complex, by the various major media networks here in this country that always, without a doubt, sign on to every single war that's out there. A lot of money has been made by defense contractors and people in Washington, D.C., based upon this conflict, without a doubt. And we, the taxpayers, have paid for it. I mean, it's come out of our pockets. And again, the thing got started, evil Putin invades country. And again, I'm not saying Putin is a good guy by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe there aren't any. And that's one of the things that I think we fail to understand. I try to explain this to people all the time because, we, again, have this false belief that Elon Musk, the richest guy in the world, Jeff Bezos, the richest guy in the world. No, they're not. Okay? They're not. Their businesses are worth X amount of dollars based upon a share price that you see up there. You can type it up. Type out, okay, what's Tesla trading at? What's Amazon trading at? How many shares did they have? Well, it's worth this much. Thing that people fail to understand, that there's a bid. So you start selling Amazon or Tesla stock. Well, that price is only good for a certain amount of shares. You hit that bid, guess what? The price drops. That's what happens. Real money, the real money, is the stuff that comes out of, for lack of a better phrase, faucets. Commodity money. Oil, gas. There's a myriad of different things. Any type of commodity is real money. Why do you think there was so much interest in the Ukraine? They have, again, myriad of natural resources available there. As we talked about, everything, stuff that even developed from lithium, rare earth minerals, you name it, farmland. How amazing how many people, you go back to the Biden family. What the hell do they know about the freaking Ukraine? How are they involved with this? Listen, I'm able to travel, and I get away with my family in the summertime. My wife's family, I've talked about this before, and in the Mediterranean. And the yachts that you see in the Mediterranean in the summertime, and it's funny, we crack jokes about it. They all have, you can look at the name on the back. These are 250-foot yachts. 9 out of 10 times. 9 out of 10. Kazakhstan, Azerbaijan, Russia, Ukraine, you name it. Yeah, it's all these areas of the world. They don't own a tech company there. Okay? These are people that control commodities. And this is what this has always been about. Printing real money, whether you want to believe it or not. Okay, you want to come up with some sort of fantasy that it's about something else. It's about the people that... No, it's about who controls these assets. After the breakup of the Soviet Union, we screwed that up royally. We really did. We screwed it up royally. Could have, you want to say democratize their natural resources and allow a little bit more to go to the people the way we do it here, in the sense of, you look at ExxonMobil and how, our natural resources, they're not controlled by a few players. You know what I'm saying? No, that didn't happen there. Okay. It was people that were in power. These are people that communists all of a sudden became, for lack of a better phrase, kind of quasi-capitalist capitalist fascist types, if you will, in the sense that, they control it all. And that's what happened. That's what happened there. And again, you get a bifurcated economy to some degree. But that's what you have when you have that type of mineral wealth within those countries. Right now, we're seeing the Trump administration try a different tact and trying to open up Russia and he's trying to cut a deal with Russia, bringing Russia back into the fold as far as their economy is concerned, freeing up. They got $300 billion in assets that are frozen within Europe, trying to, again, it is a America first move. Europeans are not going to be happy about this by any stretch of the imagination. I don't have any problem, quite frankly, with what he's doing. He's trying to cut a deal. Trying to cut a deal to put an end to this and, again, position America ahead of Europe when it comes to these various different assets and developing them, which, again, getting various different players in there. Again, will certain people connected to the president get really wealthy? Sure. I honestly, I don't care. I really don't care. That doesn't bother me as long as the bombs stop falling and people stop getting killed. And, God willing, there might be a little bit of a rising tide that will lift all of the boats there. But from the get-go, our involvement in that was a miscalculation. Orange Revolution, early 2000s, and you had that maiden revolution in 2014 where you had McCain and Lindsey Graham basically telling people to overthrow an elected government, for crying out loud. Victoria Nuland was caught on a telephone call planning who would run the post-coup government. Again, this is right, what you want, but this is right on Russia's doorstep. We don't like it if it was right on our doorstep and it was the Russians or the Chinese doing it. It's the fact that we need to stick our nose in the bloody everything. Again, do business. Do business, and that's the way to go. And again, this thing could have ended if it wasn't for Boris Johnson and Joe Biden that wanted to keep this thing going. Is the Ukrainian people, are they a victim in this? Absolutely. Absolutely. Did we play a part in this? Yeah. Yeah, we did. But, maybe, just maybe, we might want to start, maybe the non-interventionist tract. Maybe we listen to guys like Ron Paul. We just keep our nose out of these things. WatchdogOnWallStreet.com.